I went to Costco and I bought this giant 10-pound bag of oats so that I could make my own oat milk on the cheap. And when I say cheap, I do mean cheap. Now, I paid $7.99 for this bag. So once I tallied everything up, the cost comes out to 20 cents for 1 cup of oats. That is nothing. And we're gonna make 4 cups of oat milk in this carafe for 20 cents. In the past, I bought my own oat milk and it's around, $4 to $5 for maybe a half a gallon. I think that's the ounces, or 66 ounces, something like that. And I just didn't like the preservatives in it. I didn't like the chemicals in it. And so this is something that doesn't take a long time and something that anybody can do. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna show you what you're gonna need. So you need 1 cup of oats. You need your measuring cup. You need cold water and some ice cubes, just a few ice cubes, and your NutriBullet. Of course, I have my NutriBullet with this sharp blade right here. You need that. Or maybe you have a blender. I don't have a blender, I just have a NutriBullet. You're also gonna need some kind of sweetener. I'm using agave nectar. You could use sugar if you want, and salt, and vanilla. And you need a strainer and a bowl. So those are our ingredients. Because I have 3 ice cubes in here, they've melted down a little bit. That's okay. We just want really, really, really cold water. So I'm gonna add 3.5 cups to this. There we go. All right. You can just play around with it. It depends on what you like. But you definitely want to use cold water because you do not want it getting sticky and gooey, okay? So now that we have the water, what I should have done is put the oats in first, but I didn't. So you're gonna put your oats in first because now the cup is nice and wet, but I have a cup here inside of the oat box. So this is a half a cup. So I'm going to put 1 whole cup. That's a half a cup and a half a cup. So that's 1 whole cup of oats. All right, so we're going to use the agave nectar and we're gonna squeeze about maybe a couple teaspoons in here, or maybe 1 tablespoon. And then salt, a few shakes of salt, and some pure vanilla extract. Okay. Just a hit of vanilla extract. Blink. So now we're gonna put the top on the NutriBullet. Turn it around to where everything falls to the bottom. Okay, here we go. So I let it spin for 45 seconds. So they say 45 seconds to 1 minute. So I did 45 seconds. So now we're gonna take the liquid out and we're going to strain it in my bag. Here's the bag right here. I think I got this off of Amazon. It has a little drawstring right here. So we're going to, here's our bowl. Here. So it should be fully incorporated and it's gonna be really nice and thick. So we're gonna strain out the thickness. We don't want all the particles and everything. We don't want that because it'll be grainy. See, there are particles right at the top, around the edge. You don't want that. So I'm gonna do like this and pour it at the very bottom. See? Left in there. Those are some of the particles. All right. feels kind of slippery. So I'm just gently letting it come on out. I don't want to squeeze it too aggressively. Remember, I washed my hands. Just gently squeeze it out. Now, do you really need the vanilla and do you really need the sweetener? Not really. You really don't. I would add the salt. That's just me. I'm a salt person. Y'all, just think about how much money you're saving. This whole thing cost 20 cents. I use the water from my Berkey water filter. And so that's fresh water that I have in my glass container, right? So, all right. So I'm going to rinse out my container, and we're gonna strain it one more time. So I'm rinsing the pulp out of the bag so that I can use the same bag. Okay, we're gonna pour this right back in here. And you'll find that it has a very thick consistency. And if you want it thinner, you just add more water. That's the beauty of this recipe. It's really to taste, truly to taste. This time, pretty clean. You didn't have the little particles and stuff like you did the last time. All right, now, let me show you inside the bag. It's hard to see, but you have a little bit. Okay, so we're done. That's the second strain, okay? Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to taste it, because we might be able to add some more water to it. Okay, cheers. Y'all, it's thick. And it tastes like oat milk. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a little more water. There we go. There we go. Let me go ahead and taste it again since I added that water. Let me taste it again. I think I like that better. I think I like it better. So, here it is. You get the point. You can kind of put how much of whatever you want in it. If you want it to be thicker, then add more oats and less water. If you want it to be thinner, add more water, less oats. And there it is. Would you ever consider making your own oat milk? Go ahead and drop the comments below, or maybe you've made almond milk or any other kind of dairy-free milk. Go ahead and drop that in the comments below. Please subscribe if you like this kind of content. I really appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.